So let's talk about 5 questions to ask tax resolution firms before you pay them a dime. So a lot of tax resolution firms do shady things. It's one of the things that gives our industry a really bad name. And it's really unfortunate because there are legitimate firms like mine that don't do shady things. And I tell people this on a regular basis, that you don't need our services. You could benefit from doing it yourself, or here's exactly what you need to do. I told a lady that this morning who I talked to, had an initial consultation, and I let her know, this is exactly what's going to be involved. Here's the framework, here's the methodology, here's exactly how long it'll take, and here's how much it'll cost. I don't like to do shady business practices because it ends up biting me in the rear end, and I don't like that happening, okay? I don't sleep well at night if I am not doing right by people. It's just ingrained into me. It's something that, I learned throughout the years. You want to do right by people. And, if I'm making a healthy living, helping people, doing things the legitimate way, then why do I need to resort to shady tactics, right? Because then it'll just come back to haunt me. So when you're in the market for a representation firm, then it's important that you do your due diligence. And so doing internet searches, to watch videos, read blog posts, and make sure that the company is legit, reading reviews, of course, and testimonials is obviously going to be part of your due diligence. But you also want to, when you're on the phone with a specific firm like mine, to ask questions, because otherwise you're going to get pitched till you're blue in the face, up the wazoo. So question number 1, are you, no, not your firm, not somebody on your team, but are you personally, Joe or Jane, licensed to give me tax advice? And because the reason why you want to ask that person that question is many tax resolution firms hire unlicensed people to do their initial consultations. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for unlicensed people. I employ unlicensed people and they help me out a lot. However, when it comes to giving advice, for example, I wouldn't want you getting health advice from someone who is unqualified to give it to you. You wouldn't want to get health advice from your auto mechanic, first of all. You wouldn't want to get advice from your cousin who is 100 pounds overweight. You wouldn't want to get health advice, unless it's what not to do, from your Uncle Joe who's had 2 open heart surgeries. You just wouldn't want to do that. It's not good to get advice from unqualified people. So who's qualified to give you tax advice? Number 1, enrolled agents. That's what I am. As you can see on my wall, right over here on this wall, that's my enrolled agent certificate. I had to pass a grueling 3-part special enrollment examination that covered individuals, businesses, and all other entity types, right? Representation before the IRS. So when you ask the person, are you licensed? You, no, not someone on your firm, not someone on your team, but you specifically, the guy I'm talking to right now, having a conversation with, licensed to give me tax advice. Are you an enrolled agent? If so, what is your enrolled agent number? And it has 6 numbers, just so you know, so that way you're not swindled. I don't know how many numbers a CPA license has. I don't know how many numbers an attorney's license has, but I do know how many numbers an enrolled agent's number has, okay? And so preferably if that person can send you a copy of his enrolled agent card or certificate, like you see mine right here on the wall. Enrolled agent, number 1. Number 2 are certified public accountants who are licensed by their specific state. So what is your CPA license number? The third one is attorneys. So if you get an answer other than I'm an enrolled agent and I'll send you, what is your email address? I'll email you a copy of my certificate or my enrolled agent card. Number 2, I'm a CPA, and likewise, I'll send you a copy of my CPA certificate or my CPA card. Number 3 is likewise for attorneys. I will send you a copy of my attorney license or my card. I don't know if they give attorneys that because I'm not an attorney and don't have any experience with that. But anyway, If that person tells you, "Oh no, but I've been trained by the best," if they give you anything other than that, and you say, "No, I just want a straightforward answer. Are you an enrolled agent? Are you a CPA? Or are you an attorney?" That's all I want to know. I don't want to know anything else. If they try to BS and moan and groan and tell you blah, 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 then you should immediately hang up and call a firm like mine that's legitimate, that will you'll actually be talking to the person representing you, okay? So again, nothing against me personally. I have nothing against salespeople who are unlicensed, but if that person starts giving you tax advice, that's when I call foul. So that's the first question that you should ask, because several firms, quite a few firms get shut down by the Federal Trade Commission, IRS, Franchise Tax Board, and so forth for resorting to shady tactics. So that's question number 1. In my next video, I'm going to be going on and talking about question number 2 that you should ask tax resolution firms before paying them a dime.